morning. A little bit of a late start to getting up this morning. I threw on a little bit of makeup, but I'm not wearing foundation right now. My skin is like, it's been broken out for a while. I think a lot of it was stress related. So it's been getting better, but I'm gonna just, to play it safe, not put anything on my skin. So I'm about to make breakfast and my coffee, and then get looking at the schedule and what I need to do today. Not really a lot of stuff, so I figured I would start by showing you how I make my coffee. Okay, so the coffee that I make is a protein coffee. I am not like a big coffee drinker. I actually started drinking coffee last year because I was falling asleep while driving to work, and I felt like 6 o'clock in the morning was a little early to drink Dr. Pepper. So I only use 3 things in my coffee: stock, cold brew, unsweetened, Premier Protein caramel, and some sort of syrup. This one is the skinny syrups. I really like the Torani sugar-free caramel, but I'm out of it, so this is the skinny syrup salted caramel mocha. I do Weight Watchers, so this is something that works with my Weight Watchers. All right, so the first thing I do is I have a 32-ounce tumbler here, and I have it like a third to a half full with ice, and I pour in the protein shake. Okay, so then, I don't know if you can see that, there we go. So the next thing that I do is I just add coffee until it's like closer to the top. So I like top it off with the coffee. And then I add in like no more than probably a tablespoon of syrup. I kind of eyeball it. This particular brand, the skinny syrups, they are sugar-free, but they have like sucralose, which is like an artificial like sweetener. And it tastes really sweet, so. And then my ice is all stuck in the bottom. There we go. I just need my ice to get out. So on the Weight Watchers plan, I keep dropping all my lids. So on Weight Watchers, that would be 2 points regardless of which plan you are on. And that is for this Premier Protein. And it has 30 grams of protein, so a lot of times, this is the only thing I'll have for breakfast. That's not the case for today. I made some really good banana bread, so I'm gonna have some of that, but I have to warm it up in the toaster oven first, so that's what I'm gonna do next. Okay, so before I started this job, well, before like everything went crazy with the coronavirus, and I was teaching, I was getting up so much earlier than my husband. And so one thing that I did to help motivate me to get out of bed, because I am not a morning person, is I would make his lunch in the morning and like pack it for him, because I like to do that. I just don't like to be expected to do that. And it helped me remember like, hey, you need to get up so you can pack his lunch for him. And now he's getting up earlier than me because I'm working from home, so I don't really have to be up that early. And he took the banana bread that I had put in the fridge for me, so it's totally fine. But that's pretty much the story of our marriage. Like, if I don't set him stuff aside, he'll eat what I set for myself. So this morning he did come into the bedroom. He's like, what am I supposed to be taking for lunch today? And so I said, oh yeah, there's this is where they are in the fridge. So I now have to get some of the banana bread out of the freezer and it'll be fine, but I just thought that was kind of funny. One of the things that I really want to do as far as my like morning work routine goes is really start with my bullet journal. This is kind of my like holy grail, and so I'm trying to like get in the habit of like using it obviously in the morning. So one thing I did, and I planned this out a couple of weeks ago, is I wrote down my like proposed morning and nighttime routines. This is obviously to make things a little bit easier, so I went ahead and made that. I'm not going by this right now because I'm not waking up at 6 o'clock, but so this is what I have for the next 2 weeks. Typically I do my weekly spreads a couple of different ways, but I usually do them in like a 2-week or 2-page layout, but obviously like I don't have as much going on as normal, so I just did 1 page for each. So really nothing scheduled for today as far as like appointments. Tomorrow I do have my benefits meeting with HR. I'm very excited about that because I will get to enroll in my health insurance. I do still have insurance until the end of the month, but I'm actually changing to a better plan, and I'm going to be able to add my husband to the vision and dental insurance since he actually does not have that right now. He has private insurance since his employer does not offer it. So this is what we're looking at for this week. A couple of meetings, a couple of different trainings and webinars. And my friend was supposed to have her baby shower this Saturday. So one of the things I'm going to try to do today is mail out her gifts because I love to wrap gifts. So I had planned to just take it with me versus like ordering it and having it sent to her house. But of course, coronavirus had different plans. So we're going to do like a virtual baby shower. Don't know how that's going to work, but I wanted to go ahead and send her presents. So I wrapped them individually and put them in a box. And that is something I need to get done today so that it'll get there in time. I apologize for like the funky lighting. I'm not sure if it'll be better if I turn the overhead on, but it's raining, like it's really raining. So it's obviously overcast. Let's see. Oh, I think that is going to be better. Okay, of course, the wall behind me is so bare. So over Christmas break, my husband and my best friend and I painted our house this really nice light gray. It's a lot lighter than it looks on the camera. And we painted the whole house that color, except the bathroom. And we haven't hung our art back up yet, like our decorations, our pictures and stuff. And then we actually took the entry table that was in here. It was an IKEA hymnus dresser, and we moved it into our bedroom to use as a dresser because my husband has a lot of clothes. So the house is really bare, but I need to work on that now that I have some time. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just checking my email, and so basically my job is I advise just first year students in this particular program. And then by the spring, we pass them off to their major advisor, who's going to be their advisor for the remaining 3 years. So one thing I'm doing is I'm reaching out to all the undergrad coordinators for the programs that are encompassed in our first year program, setting up a time to meet with them via Zoom and learn more about their program, learn about, their expectations for their students when they're transferred to them and that sort of thing. So I'm just working on that and scheduling that in my bullet journal currently. The one thing I will say that's kind of not weird, but interesting is I'm actually working for the university where I went to school for both my degrees, my bachelor and my master's degree. And so I have actually worked with some of these people before, but I knew them as Dr. So-and-so. And now they're like, oh, just call me by my first name. And I'm like, okay, like it's a hard habit to break, but okay. So it's kind of funny, but okay. So it is now time for lunch, and I'm going to show you what I'm eating. Since I checked in last, I haven't really been doing like a whole lot of like exciting things. Just looking at different like PD options, and like I said, emailing people to schedule times to meet virtually. So the first thing I'm going to get started is my drink. I am addicted to Dr. Pepper, but I'm trying to drink less of it. So in order to do that, I've been drinking Sprite Zero. Yes, this is basically like a diet soda. I know that it has like different things in it that like are not great for you, but this is what works for me right now, and I only have about one a day usually. So what I do is I take this Crystal Light Cherry Splash with caffeine, and I put that in the bottom of my cup, and then I pour in my Sprite. So that like zhuzhes it up and also gives me a little bit of caffeine. Okay, so what I do is I drink this, I drink water, and then I drink like 1 Dr. Pepper in the evening. Sometimes I'll have the Dr. Pepper at lunch and then I'll drink this in the evening. Perfect. So for lunch, what I'm having is a chicken salad sandwich. I barely have enough left, but hopefully it's enough. I can never get this bowl open. For my chicken salad, I use canned chicken. I use Greek yogurt, non-fat plain Greek yogurt, and then a little bit of light mayonnaise. And then what I do is I add a hefty hand of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, salt and pepper, and walnuts. I usually also add apples, but at the time when I was making this, I didn't have any. So this is a little bit less than what I would usually have on like a sandwich. So the bread to chicken salad ratio is gonna be a little off, but it's okay. So I'm having that, and then I'm having popcorn. I'll have to look up the name of it, but I think I got it at Big Lots, and all of this is 3 points on Weight Watchers. And then the drink is 0, the bread is 2. And then I'm gonna have like some grapes or maybe applesauce, unsweetened applesauce. And that will be 3, 4, 5 points. Okay, really nice view of the litter back there. Like I said earlier, the big thing I really needed to do today was go to the post office. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go to the post office. And then I am also going to run by BJ's. I am making, so my friend who's having the baby shower, I am also making her something else, and I needed to pick something up for it, and BJ's has it, so I'm gonna pick it up. I already ordered it and paid for it, but I got my little mask. I made this and a bunch of other ones for my family, so I'm gonna make sure I wear that when I'm out. And then as soon as I come home, I'll put it in the washing machine. So, good morning and happy Tuesday. I'm currently just sitting with my coffee. I'm eating a little like coffee cake. Today, I only have 2 big things on my calendar right now as far as like meetings go. I have a meeting at 11 that is just with one of the major advisors. Talk a little bit about like student expectations and that sort of thing. And then I have the HR benefits meeting. So that is at 12:30. And then I really need to clean some of my house today. So this evening, that's what I'm going to do. I need to vacuum and I need to do dishes. So that is what I'm looking forward to doing this evening when I'm done with work. Hello again. I have switched into my comfy clothes because I'm officially off the clock in about 17 minutes. Today I started the day out by having a virtual meeting with one of the like program advisors for one of the undergrad programs that are served by our first year program. And we just talked about, you know, what is important for their students in their major to know or be prepared to do when they're passed off to the major advisor in their program in the spring of their freshman year. So we talked about that, which was nice. It's good to hear, you know, from the program coordinators and advisors. After that, I had a benefits like meeting through Zoom. So we talked about the health insurance plans, all the other different types of insurance that are offered. We talked about the retirement plan. We could have done online orientation where you really just read through all this stuff, or you could register for like a class. I'm very glad that I registered for a class because there was a lot that was covered that I feel like I wouldn't have got on my own. And that's based on the fact that since I registered for the class last week, I've been looking at all that stuff, talking to my husband about, you know, what we're going to do as far as insurance goes. He currently, let me back up. As a teacher, I was on the same health insurance plan that I'll be on, but I'm changing as far as like the level of the plan. So like you pay more in your premiums, but the insurance covers more and you have lower deductibles. So basically like my insurance is not changing a lot, but my husband is not on my health insurance right now. And that's because it goes up so much to add your spouse or your kids, which we don't have any kids, so it would just be my spouse. So to add him, it would go up from $50 a month to $700 a month. I know. So he has private health insurance, but that's all he has. He doesn't have dental or vision. Well, I can get him on my dental and vision, and it has good coverage, and the price is pretty good. So that's what we're gonna do. But when I tried to enroll in it today, I found that my teaching job has not terminated me in the system yet. So I had to get all that figured out. So I think I have it. So I'm just waiting on, I'm gonna try that again in just a minute. I'm gonna try to access the system again. So we will see. Yeah. So right now I'm just tying up some loose ends. We're trying to figure out like balance transfers for my leave and stuff like that. So the good thing is the university has very good leave compared to, which is funny because I'm still a state employee, but no longer a teacher. And now I have access to up to 8 weeks of paid maternity leave, or it's called parental leave because it's available for fathers too. 4 weeks for fathers. But as a teacher, I wasn't eligible for that, which is kind of messed up if you ask me, but whatever. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Tomorrow, let's see what's on the calendar for tomorrow. I have Project Safe, which is an LGBTQ thing, and another Zoom meeting with another advisor, so that'll be good. I went ahead and started my bullet journal for May because I wanted to go ahead and schedule some stuff or like put some stuff in my planner. So I haven't done everything, but I did the monthly and then I did the first week. So I thought that theme turned out really cute with the watermelons. And then my April was just some flowers, which took me a long time to do, especially this page because my mood tracker. But anyways, so I think that's pretty much all for today. And I'll probably check back in with you guys tomorrow. Hello and happy Thursday. So I don't even remember if I filmed anything yesterday. I just had a couple of meetings and I had a Project Safe training, which was about 3 hours long through Zoom. And Project Safe is for supporting LGBT students. And I feel like I know I am pretty educated about some of the issues that LGBT students face. My twin sister is actually a lesbian, so she has, helped me understand some of the issues. Of course, not every issue that she experiences other students would experience at the university where I'm working, and things that she has not experienced other students may experience. So I felt pretty good going into it, but I still learned a lot, so that was really useful. And then today I had a webinar through the Alumni Association where it was about navigating how to work from home. I paid $10 for it and I didn't really think it was worth $10, but it is what it is. For the rest of today, I'm going to be trying to set up my email alias because I finally got that approved, and just try to work on a couple of things as far as like the what's the word I want to use? The portal where I like access stuff. It has a specific name, but anyway, tomorrow I think I might have some stuff in the morning or the late afternoon, but during my lunchtime, I have to go meet my husband at the post office because he's finally going to submit his application for a passport. We're supposed to go on our honeymoon. Now, we got married in October, but because I was teaching at the time, we just stayed a couple of nights. We had what I call a mini moon at this resort that was really nice near where we got married. But we're supposed to go on our big honeymoon at the end of July. I don't know if we're going to still be able to because of coronavirus, but we're going to at least proceed as normal. We're going to proceed as normal and, you know, at the very least, he'll at least have his passport for whenever we do get to go. So that's pretty much it. I mean, yesterday I also cleaned the house some, like needed a vacuum and do a little bit of laundry and some dishes. So I worked on that, but I officially no longer have access to like my teaching stuff from when, like before, when I would log in to my like teacher email and my grade book and stuff. I don't have access to that anymore, so that's good. That's going to help me kind of like move on. So, but yeah, I mean, not anything super exciting right now. So I realized that I never filmed like an outro, I guess. Not necessarily sure that this video needs an outro, but that was my week as working from home as an academic advisor, mostly trainings and meetings. I do have a lot more trainings coming up, but I obviously, like, I'm not gonna just film me talking about my trainings. But something else I am interested in sharing, if you might be interested, let me know. One is I am on Weight Watchers. I mentioned that in a video earlier, so I might share some what I eat on Weight Watchers, which even if you're not on Weight Watchers, the idea is all about balance and making better choices. So I'm happy to share that if you're interested. The other thing I thought about doing is like a work wardrobe video, some ideas that I have for outfits you can wear to work whenever we're back in our offices, and some stuff to give you some ideas if you're, you know, just wanting to browse and think about, you know, outfits in the future. So yeah, if you think you might like one of those videos, let me know down below. Thanks for watching.